When it comes to affordable ingredients, you can't beat rice. And complete meals like chicken and rice dishes do not have to be bland. More like it spicy, more spice. There we go. Now we just need to add our spices, but I have a little trick to bring out the most flavor. Cheers. If you're having burrito problems, I feel bad for you, son. Nobody wants a burrito that when you take a bite, it's only one ingredient. Here's the right way to wrap a burrito. I'm gonna ditch this for now and do a burrito the right way. To make a restaurant-style burrito, you're gonna want a larger tortilla, at least 12 inches. Most important before you get filling and rolling is warm your tortilla. You can do this directly over a burner, in a dry skillet, or even a few seconds in the microwave. This makes the tortilla more pliable and less brittle. No matter what your favorite fillings are, make sure you have them all ready to make assembly easier. Muy importante, you wanna make sure all those ingredients are evenly distributed. For sour cream and guacamole, I like to do a smear of it on so it's all spread out. This is looking like the best burrito already. Let's roll. You wanna make sure you have a decent border of tortilla around your fillings, that way you make sure everything fits. I like to tuck everything back into the half of the burrito. I'm gonna pick up those sides, flatten it out, pick up the back, tuck everything in, tuck in these corners, roll her up. Boom, baby. I mean, come on, 10s across the board. Perfect uniform shape. Look at these ends. No tears. This is perfecto. Bonus points, toast the bottom of that burrito in a dry skillet. It'll keep it sealed and it'll add extra texture. Nice and toasty. Now that is burrito goals. Everything is evenly distributed. Each bite is gonna be a winner. I got 99 problems, but the burrito ain't one. Hot sauce. A sheet pan is gonna change your life when it comes to preparing meals. Here's an easy way to make 3 separate meals all at one time. The first step is you're gonna need some foil. For this, I'm gonna need 3 separate pieces. I'm gonna fold these edges together to create 3 sections. One sheet pan is now 3. Now, just separate the chicken. You can do this with beef, shrimp, vegetables, whatever you want. I'm doing this because for my weekly meal prep, I want 3 different flavors. That way, I don't get tired of the same thing throughout the week. And this is all up to your imagination. Be creative and mix up the flavors. And to save time, I've diced this chicken so it'll cook quicker. More like it spicy, more spice. There we go. It's all the same ingredient, all the same size, so it'll cook evenly all at once. A meal prep shortcut is having the grocery store help you out with pre-cut ingredients. Frozen vegetables are also another huge time saver. The divider method works great, but alternatively, you can keep your ingredients plain and simple and mix up the flavors by topping them with different sauces. I prepped all the same ingredients, but can have some variety with different flavors throughout the week. And just like that, lunch and dinner for the whole week. The best part about this method is easy cleanup. Quick rinse and I'm done. When it comes to chili, pretty much anything goes, so use whatever flavors you like. Of course you could go pre-made, but I like to make my own. It's more comforting and satisfying. I'm starting with ground beef, but of course you can use any ground meat you like. For my recipe, I just dump it in, no need to cook it all before. You can use tomato sauce, diced tomatoes, but I like crushed tomatoes. And number 2, by combining the sauce with the uncooked meat, you'll get a lot finer texture. I'm using a lot of garlic, onions, celery, and peppers. All diced up right into the pot. So there's a debate, beans or no beans? This chili's getting beans, 2 types actually. Give those a quick rinse. And since these are canned beans, I'm actually gonna add them in later. Now we just need to add our spices, but I have a little trick to bring out the most flavor. In a dry skillet, I'm gonna toast my spices over some low heat just until you can smell their aromas. This step is optional, but it'll wake up those spices and enhance your chili. Adding in our spices. My chili is full of secrets, like a splash of beer to round out the flavors. Cheers. Now's the time to salt, pepper, and a bay leaf for good measure. I'm just gonna let this cook and give it a stir every once in a while. After the chili's cooked through, add the rinsed canned beans and let them cook for 30 minutes. My favorite thing about chili is the infinite topping options. Yep, I'm giving myself the blue ribbon. If you're looking for something hearty for dinner, nothing beats a casserole. We're using frozen foods to make a hot dish. Our casserole is gonna start with a layer of taters. One layer to cover the bottom. Instead of browning ground meat, my secret shortcut is these mini meatballs. Everything needs to be arranged in one layer. Add your favorite frozen vegetables. Now it's time to sauce this. Of course you could use canned cream of mushroom, but I'm a little extra, so I'm making my own. Some heavy cream. A little touch of beef broth. Fresh mushrooms are great, but I'm using dried. These last longer on the shelf and they won't water down your sauce. Season with salt, pepper, and garlic. If you don't want dairy or mushrooms, you can use a tomato-based sauce instead. Make sure that's spread evenly around. Top that off with more taters. Now we're gonna cover it in foil. Now for the hot part of this dish. Once everything is cooked through, remove the foil so we can crisp up the top. Crispy top, I'm ready to dig in. You can't go wrong with tater tots. When it comes to affordable ingredients, you can't beat rice. And complete meals like chicken and rice dishes do not have to be bland. Here's how to make affordable and delicious chicken and rice. Individual spices can be a little expensive, so try different seasoning blends. These are gonna pack a ton of flavor without the need to purchase a bunch of individual seasonings. One-pot rice dishes are so versatile, you can add whatever veggies you want, even frozen vegetables, which will last longer and are sometimes cheaper. Toasting the rice will give you a nutty flavor and help with the texture. Smell it. Smell the nuttiness. This recipe uses canned diced tomatoes, but you can also find fire roasted for even more pizzazz. And instead of water, use chicken broth. Chicken and rice is an affordable, complete meal, and just by switching up those vegetables and the seasonings, you can have a totally different dish. When it comes to pasta and rice dishes, you can take a little bit of protein and stretch it into a fulfilling meal. Bon appetit. Thanks for watching Problem Solved. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and check out some of our other videos like these two right here.